Hey guys, different type of video today. The recording from the Northwood High School's Pops concert just came out 2 days ago, and I thought it would be a cool idea to go back and take a trip down memory lane. Just talking about the memories of being able to play this last concert with my friends, and also reviewing the Korngold Violin Concerto that I played that day. Um, Kind of just tell stories about behind the scenes that no one really knows, and kind of like moments in the piece that like no one really understands, because it's also a modern piece. So it gives me a chance to go nerd out on music and stuff like that. It's totally different from Valorant. It has nothing to do with Valorant. It's just me going down memory lane. 'Cause I haven't watched this recording since like May, since we played it in May. If you didn't already know, I'm a music major in college right now, and Valorant isn't the forefront of my life, so it's cool to go back and review old recordings and kind of see like where I made mistakes or where can I get better. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. Yeah, before we even get started, one disclaimer about this performance is that I actually got sick like 2 days beforehand. It was really bad. I don't know what I caught. It was I had to skip school on Thursday. Oh, for sorry. Let me go over the timeline first. Um, Basically, the concert was on a Friday, May 31st, and we had rehearsals, I believe, the Monday, Wednesday of that week. No, Wednesday, Friday. Sorry, Wednesday, Friday that week. So Wednesday rolls around, everything feels great, like everything sounds great. We're like ready to go. I'm prepared. I've been playing this piece for about 2 years at this point. I played it for college auditions, so I was kind of in that like let's not really care, let's just go have fun. But that Wednesday rehearsal, I started feeling like really sick, and for some reason my throat started hurting. I had a headache, and I went home, and that's where it just fell apart. That night I couldn't fall asleep. Legit, next morning couldn't get out of bed. Um, so I had to take the day off, and then the Friday wasn't much better either. It felt just as bad. And I showed up to school like a. I mean, why? Why would anyone in their right mind show up to school? But yeah, that's just it's kind of a weird story from this performance. I guess like the mindset I had going into it was just like just have fun, because I think if I didn't think about that, I would be so worried about the fact that me getting sick was gonna ruin this portion of the concert. Um, so yeah, I guess we can just start. Let me find it. Yeah, we took two A's. Yeah, my mom said I looked pale when I walked on stage, so that's something. That happened. And I felt it too. I was really nervous, obviously, because, I haven't done this. This is the first time I've ever done this. Kind of just smiling through the pain. So, yeah, this opening is really supposed to be really soft and warm. I kind of overdo it a little bit. I think I was scared that I wasn't going to play loud enough. I missed that shift. Yeah, just smile just smile through the pain. Great camera shots, by the way. Yeah, got through the opening pretty okay. By no means was this my best performance. I think this is probably one of my worst performances of the piece. A lot of it had to just do with the fact that I was just sick. Oh, that reminds me of another story. Basically, this concert was like a culmination of just all like the top groups. So yeah, choir, most choirs were there. Most of the top choirs were there. Wind Symphony was there, and it was us along with jazz. So jazz went first, and this concert started at 7. We performed by around 9:20, 9:30. I kid you not. When jazz went up, I started feeling really nauseous. I just like I keep in mind I'm sick. I haven't eaten anything. I threw up the day before, and then so all of a sudden I feel nauseous again. So I walk to the back. I'm like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom really quick. And I was like, I'm gonna go clear my head. Next thing you know, I just had this urge to just throw up, and I just like literally projectile vomited everywhere. It was bad. Um, Literally, I have never felt. This is probably the worst I've ever felt before a performance. And the craziest thing is that I don't even remember half of this is like literally just because it was so I was just so tired. Like literally, like you can see it on my face. Every time I like finish, exhaustion. It just felt like exhaustion. Um, so yeah, I think musicality wise, it was okay. I mean, I'm like judging myself at this point, but yeah, I'll just keep it going. I'll just keep going. I'll try to say not try to say too much. It's the hardest part of the piece. So hard to line up. For the one mistake I had, this was probably one of my best parts of the piece. I've tried my best to like look into the piece, but I was exhausted. Normally I would be tired like maybe like 6 minutes into this piece. Yeah, this piece is one of the most tiring pieces I've ever played. Stamina was like just non-existent. The same thing happened in my college auditions. Like I would have to play this concerto and then two Bachs and a Paganini. By the time I got to my second Bach, I was done for, and like this concerto like tired me out. Um, yeah, that second portion of the exposition, hardest part of the entire piece, I hands down is my opinion. I think just because of the huge jumps and like stuff like that. Um, and it's one of those parts where like I spent all of my time practicing it slow. So yeah, it paid off, and actually it doesn't sound too bad. I remember in the moment thinking like, damn, I just that up, and it's not too bad. So yeah, this part is so hard to count for the orchestra. I felt so bad. My favorite part of the piece. The counterplay is so good here. Yeah, that slide. That slide's harder than it looks. Yeah, I'm a big facial expression guy. It doesn't show up on most videos, but this one they got all of my face. Second hardest part of the piece, in my opinion, right here. And it's hard to line up. Yeah. Yeah, one thing about that part, and a lot of people don't know, is why, and we had a hard time lining this up because it's rubato. Like, when I mean rubato for non-musicians, it means like you basically give and take time. So I get to slow down and speed up kind of where I want to, and I kind of just go with the flow. But the problem is that the time signature here changes from like I think it was 3. I haven't played this in like 6 months, like 3/4 to 12/8. So it switches time signatures completely, and it makes it so hard to catch because it kind of turns into a triplet feel, and it just became so hard to catch. And I don't think we ever got that right in rehearsal, but it was low key close, closer than it was in Friday's rehearsal beforehand, for sure. This cadenza is killer. Michael Lay in the back. Michael Lay, my goat. Sustain. And then Orchestra takes over the melody. Yeah, I look so exhausted. I normally don't act this tired in a concert when I perform solo, but by this point I was done. I felt like I couldn't play. It was really bad. Such a beautiful melody. Killer shift right here. And then the part that no one can comprehend, the recap. Hardest shift in the piece here. Right here. Yeah, that part sucks. Yeah, the winds here are really beautiful. Right here, I remember feeling my bones. That's how, like, it just felt so weak. And just pushing through. Yeah. I missed this part. Literally, too. Oh my god. Yeah, so if you didn't catch what happened, I was so close to the bridge that I kind of like parts of my bow hair went past the bridge, and it just skid. That it just skid, and it was like one of those moments. I think I missed the octave afterwards, just like purely because I was shocked. I think because I didn't expect my bow to go like that far wide, and by that point it was like I just shocked myself. But I caught back on. You can see the sweat on my violin too. It drops sweat on my body. The top plate. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, that ending was crazy. I don't miss practicing that. I don't miss practicing that. I will say another thing too. I tell my friends this, or I told my friends this. I didn't play the last note. I'm pretty sure I played nothing. I literally played nothing. Like no joke, I played nothing. Wait, we can go back and. Also, I played this ending way too fast. Yeah, I didn't play that note. Thank God everyone else is really loud, but like, dude. I remember I just missed it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna act like I just aura farmed, and that's what I did there. And I remember, yeah, afterwards, get to shake Mr. Kiss's hand, and then one of my best friends, Ellie. We finally got to. That was a moment. My teacher was also there. It was we never talked about this performance, I think, because there were so many things after. Yeah, that's my teacher right there. Because I went on tour right after this, so we didn't really have time to talk about performance. But yeah, it was a time. Yeah, and I was about to start throwing up. I was so tired. This piece is killer, and we spent so much of our rehearsal time on it. I think because I mean, the orchestra part was so hard, and I the entire time I felt really bad because it was like, dude, I just put like my friends through hell, and then two, like just getting the pieces together and making it sound like almost impressionistic. Like it's kind of like how Ravel sounds so easy to the ear if you're not a musician, but like if you play Ravel, like Ravel is a killer composer to play just because of all the moving parts. And yeah, I don't know. It was a time. My last high school performance ever. I get to do this, and it was that was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy. And we still have another what, like 30 minutes of the set. Yeah, so I went back, almost threw up, coughed a ton, and then came back in my tux and played Night on Palm Mountain for pops. So yeah, it was really nice watching that back. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.